How Sexyy Red sold out the black community. Video by Antonio Talks. Well, guys, it would appear as if the day has finally come, right? I don't think that it's possible for any two men to agree 100% on every single topic, even if they believe the same things ideologically. And from all the videos that Antonio has produced that I've watched, I gotta say this is the first one that I disagree with him on. But of course, the respect is still very high. And so we're gonna watch this video together where Antonio is going to make the argument for how Sexyy Red is responsible for ruining the image of black women and destroying or participating in the destruction of the black community, as if she has some significant amount of responsibility on her hands and her shoulders.
So in the black community, there are many types of sellouts. I'm gonna give you four. We got the drug dealer, the pimp, the raccoon, and the entertainer. Now the thing about all of these sellouts is that at a whole, they are harming the black community while gaining self-profit for themselves and their family. Now today we're gonna be talking about the entertainer. And to narrow it down, Sexyy Red, the rapper. When I tell y'all, this woman has single-handedly destroyed the image of every black woman in the black community. Now the reason why
now that's a pretty heavy statement, man. We would have to be saying then that Sexyy Red has undone all the work that women like Michelle Obama, Jasmine Crockett, Stacey Abrams, Angela Rye, not to mention the plethora of black female musicians and actresses that carry themselves with decorum and a high level of class, who are incredibly intelligent. We're going to say all of that gets erased because of Sexyy Red. Yeah, gotta disagree with that one.
This woman has single-handedly destroyed the image of every black woman in the black community. Now, the reason why Sexyy Red
every black woman, okay,
is so dangerous is because I say this all the time. Other races of people, you know, for example, such as whites, they don't have real day-by-day in real life interactions with black people. So they're getting all of their perceptions of black people off of movies, rap songs, TikTok videos, Instagram videos, etc. So they get online and see this clip of Sexyy Red talking about her vagina and her talking about how nasty she is. You know, they're gonna put two and two together. Oh, okay, this is how most black women.
But what about all of the positive representations of black people in movies and in media and in music? How are we supposed to take responsibility for the fact that the white supremacist is so fucking racist and so stupid that he sees one example of a person behaving in a certain kind of way and then applies that to the entire group? Sexyy Red isn't the first black person that any white person is going to see on TV or on TikTok. That's not their first exposure to a black person. Now, if we as black people and pretty much everybody else who's not white, if we know that we shouldn't assume that every white person is the same as the white guy who walks into a school and shoots up a bunch of, children. If we know that despite pretty much every Netflix documentary about 6 sexually perverted serial killers being starred usually by a white man, that not all white men are like that, then why is it that black people who have already been so disenfranchised and oppressed in this country have the responsibility of coddling the minds of racists and trying to help them not generalize an entire population based off of a few individuals? It kind of sounds like victim blaming, but we'll keep it going.
When it's absolutely not the case. Now, I'm late to the party, but a lot of other black women feel the same way as me.
Black women like Sexyy Red keep black women at the bottom. Why is Sexyy Red fighting so hard to be a dirty, disgusting woman? Like, I don't get it. The way that she's presenting herself, and this is the way that she's branding herself.
Why don't we say that women like Michelle Obama keep all black women at the top, right? Why is it that one negative, and this again is negative in the eyes of the white supremacists? This is called respectability politics, what is being engaged in right here by the woman on the left. And respectability politics basically says that if the black person was to act more professional, more proper, more respectable, carry themselves in a way that white America deems to be high class, that we will receive better treatment. Well, all we have to do is go back to the 1950s and see that that was completely false. Weren't any Sexyy Reds running around in the 1940s, but yet they were still hanging niggas from trees and preventing us from working. So this is complete bullshit. truly. And honestly, this is the black conservative narrative. Let us continue.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's like you're sitting there planning how I can be more disgusting than anybody else. And the goal is accomplished.
It is. It doesn't work.
Now, I knew that her lip gloss names that had been released sometime last year, she talked about them. I honestly thought it was just an idea. I'm like, it's no way. Like, it's no way.
What was she talking about?
But to make this like it's a joke, gonorrhea, women who struggle with STIs, like,
wait, what? She got a lip gloss brand name.
So to make it the name of your lip gloss, it doesn't get any more filthy. Like, and we are at the bottom, and that's just what it is. She's keeping us at the bottom.
Right. So let me get this straight. Belle Delphine, a white woman, can go viral for selling her literal bathwater as an OF model, and that is not a negative representation of the white community somehow. But Sexyy Red does something equally disgusting. Actually, it's less disgusting. Why is that? Because these are just names attached to a product for the sake of shock. Belle Delphine literally sold her actual bath water. Yet we don't say that she's single-handedly holding down the white community. Listen, it is not equality until a black woman can be just as crass, as vulgar, as nasty as the nastiest white woman in America. It is not equality until every black person is judged as an individual. Black people are the only people that are held to this standard. Not Mexicans, not Asians, and definitely not white people.
Fighting to be at the bottom, to be seen in that light is just, I don't get it. It's so frustrating because, again, as I say all the time, young girls are watching this stuff.
Yes. Right.
And best believe it's going to sell.
Yeah. And you know what? Young people are also watching Bonnie fucking Blue. Okay? Young people are also watching Lily Phillips, who white women that have gone viral for sleeping with thousands of men. There is no conversation that they are single-handedly ruining the image of white women all over the world. Now, I'm not saying that your criticisms of her character are flawed, and I mean, it's subjective. You're entitled to your opinion in regards to what you find acceptable behavior and unacceptable behavior. But if your concern is the way that women like Sexyy Red make other black women or black people in general look, well, then you're barking up the wrong tree and you are pointing your finger at the wrong person. You need to ask yourself, why is it that Belle Delphine and Bonnie Blue can get away with bullshit that they do, but Sexyy Red gets crucified along with every other black woman like her?
It's just, it really is another level of filth and disgusting, and taking ghetto to a whole nother level.
Someone commented on the video and said, she's being controlled by the industry. Watch they clone Tyrone. Music has brainwashed us. I most definitely can believe this to be true. The industry, they own all of these rap labels, you know, the drill rappers, music like Sexyy Red. They're over that. And the crazy thing is, bro, there are many positive black artists out here that they won't promote. For one, they don't want black people to have a positive image to look up to. And for number two, sad to say, but positivity doesn't really sell as good as negativity. And I don't know why, but we need to change that narrative.
I got a lip gloss brand, and the names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of. I got one called Nut, and it's the color of some nut. I got one called Gonorrhea. It's green like gonorrhea. I got one called Yellow Discharge, like how girls be having yellow discharge.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think this shit is absolutely disgusting. That just the words coming out of her mouth, they're repulsive, but she should have the right to be however she wants to be and not be tethered to some kind of responsibility of bearing the image of all black women in America on her shoulders, just like how every white person is free to express themselves however they want and aren't given that kind of a responsibility.
Pink, booty hole brown, coochie juice.
I have no words, bro. I didn't even know this was a thing. I'm just now finding out about this. This was in 2023. So I came across this tweet, and it is by a parody account. So, you know, take this with a grain of salt. It got over 200,000 likes though. It says breaking. Leaked government documents reveal Sexyy Red has been a CIA operative since 2018. Officials describe her mission as culturally critical with no further details. Someone commented, I've been saying this for years. The government goes into hoods, pick the most foul, mouth ghetto, ignorant person they can find, put money behind them, and circulate their music with the sole purpose of influencing younger people to whoredom and degeneracy. Rap music has been used to control the black community since the 90s. They are purposely kept in ghetto culture and told they are oppressed, fed with cheap drugs. Black people are creative and intelligent. This is not your culture. This is how they keep you in control. And like I said, I know this whole post right here is a joke, man, but you know, just take it with a grain of salt, bro. But I do want to bring up
well, I guess let's get rid of all of it then. Let's get rid of all of it. I mean, let's just take a look at the lyrics of a guy like Kendrick Lamar, right? In the song "A Friend of Mine," which was released at some point in 2009. So this is an old one, right? But let's take a look at a song from Kendrick Lamar. Here's what he had to say. A friend of mine said that you are the one for me. A friend of mine said that you was with everything. A friend of mine said that you are good company. A friend of mine said that you got good pussy, baby. Got good pussy, baby. Can I sample, baby? Cause I'm curious. I want it, baby. Gotta have it, baby. Said I need it, baby, cause I'm so curious. Tell me, is you with it? Is you with it? Let's go down to the verse. Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff, that coochie, that twat, that pussy stuff. Whatever you want to call it, I can't get enough. I can be your lover, be your friend, be your number 1 or your number 10. Wow. So we got the glorification of extramarital sex. We have the glorification of the idea of a woman having 10 different boyfriends and Kendrick Lamar being okay with that. So are we now ready to say Kendrick Lamar is destroying the black community? You see, this is the thing here. Where do we draw the line? And who gets to draw that line where? What about SZA? Let's read a couple lines from SZA because, you know, we don't put SZA and Sexyy Red in the same category. Everybody is familiar with SZA's hit song The Weeknd, right? Let me remind you what the chorus said. My man is your man, heard it's her man too. My man is your man, heard that's her man. Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, I just keep him satisfied through the weekend. You like him 9 to 5, I'm the weekend. Make him lose his mind every weekend. You take Wednesday, Thursday, and then just send him my way. Think I got it covered for the weekend. This is SZA glorifying cheating, sleeping with another woman's man. Would we not say that kind of behavior is detrimental to the black community? So let's get SZA out of here too. Where do we draw the fucking line, man? And who gets to decide where that line is? And where does that line exist for white people? Could you point that out to me, please? Again, the point is not that there's something wrong with you being turned off by the way Sexyy Red carries herself or the kind of music that she produces. My daughters surely will not be listening to Sexyy Red anytime soon. I can't control what they do as adults, and quite frankly, I have no fear in my heart that if I raise my children with the right values and the right sense of self-empowerment, that they will be able to enjoy, you know, some music from a person like Sexyy Red and then carry about their day behaving in a way that is not self-destructive, no differently than I can listen to some King Von, some Dirk, some Chief Keef, or anything coming from the Chicago drill rap scene and not commit any crimes and still take care of my family. Why? Because when I was a child, my parents put me on a certain track, and as the Bible says, right, raise a child in the way that they should go, and when they are older, they shall not depart from it. The Gnostics said, give me a boy until he is 7, and I will show to you the man. So again, not saying let your kids listen to Sexyy Red, not saying that at all, but trying to blame Sexyy Red herself as some kind of justification for why white people, it's okay and understandable why white people are racist to black people is just, it's ridiculous.
And like I said, I know this whole post right here was a joke, man, but you know, just take it with a grain of salt, bro. But I do want to bring up how, you know, Sexyy Red, she's an active Trump supporter. So, you know, I don't really throw anything out the door.
You think more people are going to support Trump now in the hood or no?
Yeah, they support him in the hood. Cause at first, I don't think people was with him like they thought he was racist, saying little and, you know, against women. But once he started getting black people out of jail and giving people their free money, oh, baby, we love Trump. We need him back in office.
Yeah, that a little bit of free money goes a long way.
We need him back.
Let me say this first about Trump. He is so smart with what he do. That's the thing about Trump. He can't just come out and fully say he's racist because he still wants the black vote, so he know how to play it. He'll go and release all of these degenerate, raccooned out rappers, but he's not releasing nobody of real importance. He's not releasing none of the Black Panther leaders. Like, there are so many black radicals that are still in jail from like the 80s and 70s that just got forgotten. Hey, bro, that man's smart.
Sexyy Red is...
No doubt. And of course, I completely disagree with her aligning with Trump, but everybody should be entitled to being wrong. Everybody should be entitled to being wrong. If you have responsible black parents that educate their children on the realities of race relations in America, black American history, if we had funding for schools that prioritize that kind of education in the classrooms from a young age, what effect is a person like Sexyy Red going to have on the minds of those highly educated young black people? Zero. They're going to look at her the same way how we look at her, as an ignorant clown. No offense, Sexy, but the pro-Trump shit is not good. It's not right. The key to survival in the world is not nerfing the world and covering everything in bubble wrap and, you know, covering all the sharp corners. It's equipping the individual with street smarts, good analytical, critical thinking, and a high degree of self-confidence and a sense of self-worth. That's what you do. You equip the individual, and then they can handle the world no matter what obstacle gets thrown at them.
Sexyy Red is one of the greatest examples of why I don't care how many people don't like my opinion if it's the truth. Because the truth will always...
Like, take a look at this chick right here, right? She got the girlies out, man. She got the girls out, pretty much. The same people who were pushing this respectability politics shit 10, 20 years ago would have looked at her, and all the things you saying about Sexyy Red, she would have applied that to her. This is what I mean. But here we're seeing her in the video like she's on the right side of things. If you as a black woman do not want people to police your body and how you dress, then how can you do it to another black woman just because she takes it farther than you do? That's hypocritical.
It's outrank the bullshit. I will never forget when college educated scholars was getting on this app calling people anti-black for saying that they did not fuck with Sexyy Red's minstrel show.
Yeah,
okay, they was exactly all up and down my damn For You page. I honestly had to delete a post I made because they had me kind of second guessing myself. Because I know I'm not.
I mean, it is anti-black. There's a reason why guys like Anton Daniels, Brandon Tatum, Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, this is the exact same argument they use, guys. You gotta be real hesitant. You gotta check twice when you are agreeing with them, those people.
Am I off? Am I just so far removed from what I think class should look like? Am I so far removed from what I think that black women should look like? Am I so far removed from what I thought that black women actually wanted to be like and supported? Why would anybody want to be like this? And twerking on the car. Like, what about the other customers that was walking in, or people getting serviced over in a dealership or whatever like that, in the maintenance department? I think that we have, and I've been saying this for an extended period of time, I think that we've devolved so much as a society, as a culture. And when I said it, and I'm gonna keep on throwing it in y'all face, when I said that black culture was absolutely trash, everybody laughed. They said that I was wrong. They said that I was off, that, you know, you were Uncle Tom and all of this other type of stuff.
The problem that intellectuals and highly educated people who speak on this matter, not saying that I am one, but I've read what they have written and I've listened to what they have said. FD Signifier, for instance, he's somebody who speaks about this kind of shit all the time. These intellectuals and academics, they don't have a problem with you having a problem with the menstrual show aspect of it. They have a problem with you blaming her. You are treating her as if she is a cause of the problems we see in the black community when she is just a mirror. She is a reflection of where some of our black women are who come from certain low income backgrounds. She is a product of her environment.
I'm black and proud, but something about Sexyy Red was always off to me. It always gave minstrel show. And honestly, Mona Leo kind of just proved that. With Sexy Solon, that's black culture. Leo, man. Okay, that's how you do it. Sexy was always here to tap dance for. Okay, and when we said that, you college educated scholars got on here with your fancy degrees calling everybody else anti-black. Talking about everybody got an auntie like that. Baby, if your auntie is a grown-ass woman trying to go to high schools and promote her sexually explicit songs, she needs to be jailed. Now, she's literally...
Again, sounds like you should be taking up issue with the schools. No? Right? Am I the only one? Am I the only one who doesn't think the solution to children not being exposed to porn isn't we have to destroy all the porn that exists? Is it possible that we restrict and monitor our children's access to devices? Listen, man, I was born in the 90s. Nigga, I ain't owned my first smartphone till I was like fucking 17 years old, 16 years old. It's possible. 9-year-olds don't need iPads and iPhones. It's actually possible to do it, man.
Performing tap dancing and promote her sexually explicit songs, she needs to be jailed. Now, she's literally performing tap dancing, might I say, for literal racist.
Yeah, she was wrong for that.
Y'all was silent when she got on that stage with that damn Trump hat, but was calling me anti-black. And now look, who's
Look, you can criticize her for all of these things, but make it about her. Stop putting the responsibility of the black community on any one individual's shoulder. We're playing into the white supremacist game when we do that.
Who's anti-black? Who?
I hate that Sexyy Red. I promise you.
Hey, this is how a lot of black women feel. I don't know who her fan base is, or they pushing her numbers higher.
I wish somebody would make a diss record against her ass. I think I'm about to write a diss. I don't like that. I don't
Look
like
at her. This woman, she's cussing, using profanity, and that's perfectly fine because she's an adult woman and has a right to do so. But again, auntie who is in her 60s would look at this woman behaving this way, speaking in this way on the internet, and level the exact same criticisms at her. Where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? Because the only reason you disagree with auntie today is because you're in your 20s or your 30s. But if you were in your 60s like auntie, you would feel the exact same way as most people did 30, 40 years ago.
at all. Like, she be single-handedly playing in y'all face. And I said to myself, who the fuck is her fan base?
Like,
this is why I hate when y'all listen to her music. Like, y'all keep saying like, yeah, man, but the beat hit. I don't give a how much the motherfucking beat hit. Let me tell you something. Every time I hear that in my motherfucking car, I turn her shit off because I know she detrimental to the black community. I know she motherfucking influencing young girls to pop they open for a baby. I know that's what they're doing. And in the same breath, she's influencing these young girls to be ratchet, nasty, and trifling.
So how about we send some of this energy for the mothers and the fathers of these children that are being influenced? Where is that? It doesn't exist. And when it does exist, and guys like Anton Daniels talks about it, we call him a fucking.
And then she's telling y'all that y'all got carpet hair. So not only is she's influencing y'all to do that, but she's also insulting y'all at the same time. I hate that. I promise you. I hate the fact that social media make everybody famous. I hate this. That's why every time I see one of my sisters going down on that bitch, I repost, share, like, comment as much as I motherfucking can. As much as I can. If y'all women up here got younger girls, okay, and within their teenage years, please talk to your girls. Please talk to your teenagers about this. Make sure you tell them that this is not the way to go, because that's her fan base. Because everybody that I talk to don't really like her. So I be trying to figure out,
like,
who is her fan base?
For real.
It's these younger girls.
And that's fine. I agree with that. You know, if you want to send this energy to the parents because you think that your opinion of Sexyy Red is correct, I think that's valid.
Younger girls with fam, she is going to tear y'all daughter's self-esteem down.
Man.
Keep letting your daughter listen to this. I'm finna say some crazy shit. Keep letting your daughter listen to this and see what happens.
So this is what the post she said, I fuck with people with carpet hair, they cool, but if you talking shit, I'm gonna call you carpet hair. None against my fellow 4C hooch. Man,
that shit is foul. Sexyy Red is a very ignorant young lady. She's also a product of her environment, and we as adults have a responsibility of deciding what our children are exposed to the best of our abilities. My mother tried her best. I still got to watch porn on my PSP because she didn't know that was possible. And so even with our best efforts, you also have to make peace with the fact that your children aren't going to be these like perfect little angels that will never see or hear anything naughty. In fact, I think going too extreme in that direction can be just as detrimental because you become so sheltered that when they do go off to college, they get absolutely used and abused by people who can manipulate them because they're so innocent and naive.
Hey, bruh, all the black women I know in my life, they against Sexyy Red. They anti-Sexyy Red. So, you know, the stereotype that all black women love Sexyy Red, they act like Sexyy Red, that is not true. You know, so I ain't hear about her in a minute, but man, if you a black woman, if you a black male, do not play her music. Don't support her. You know what I'm saying? She's literally...
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. I couldn't name one Sexyy Red song to save my children's life even. So, yeah. You know, that's a fine position to hold.
In real life, everyday life, you're not going to see black women that act like Sexyy Red. You're going to see smart, educated, loving, caring black women. You know,
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? They doctors, they lawyers. Our women do great things. Yeah. Sexyy Red is just a fucking plant to destroy us, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I feel like that. Just something that what she's saying, the lip gloss brand, that is wild, bro. That is insane. Shout out to all my black queens, bro. I know that y'all.
Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, Sexyy Red is popular because there are a lot of people that like her. A lot of people like her because a lot of people relate to her. These might not be women that you come into contact with on a regular basis, but they're there and they exist. This idea of a plant, I think, is a bit overblown because you can't. If it was possible to just make people like things by just dumping money into them, no major artist would ever fall off because the record label will just have to dump enough money into them and it would just force the people to like the music again. But we know that's not how it works. Nobody can make you like a piece of art any more than they can make you like a flavor of ice cream that you don't like. No matter how much they advertise it to you, how many commercials they put it in, if you don't like pistachio ice cream, nigga, it don't matter how much they advertise it to you. And that's why no matter how much I hear the name Sexyy Red, or I may hear snippets in passing on the radio or at the club or whatever, I am not going to add that shit to my playlist because I don't like it. Doesn't matter how much I hear it. And so by taking this narrative that, oh, she's a plant that was created by the CIA to destroy the black community, you are actually dehumanizing the very real subset of the black low-income community in America that sees themselves in Sexyy Red. You're basically saying they don't exist. They don't deserve some kind of a voice that represents them. They don't deserve art that they feel reflected in. But as I said at the beginning of this video, I fuck heavy with Antonio. Y'all know that, bro. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, and like I said, you know what I'm saying, 99% of his takes I've agreed with. I'm sure there are those of you listening to my videos right now who have heard me said things that you don't agree with. This is fine. I got mad love and respect for bro, and I wish him continued success in the way how his channels are growing. This nigga about to have 1 million subs in no time, and black America and the world will be better for it. But this is just one area where I respectfully disagree. But you let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Until next time, peace out.